Gorilla, genus of primates containing the largest of the apes. The gorilla is one of the closest living relatives to humans. Both groups last shared a common ancestor about 10 million years ago. Only the chimpanzee and the bonobo are closer. Gorillas live only in tropical forests of equatorial Africa. Most authorities recognize 2 species and 4 subspecies. The western gorilla, gorilla, is made up of 2 subspecies, the western lowland gorilla, gorilla, which inhabits the lowland rainforests from Cameroon to the Congo River, and the cross-river gorilla, gorilla dili, which inhabits a small forested region along the Cross River separating Nigeria from Cameroon. The eastern gorilla, Buringii, is also made up of 2 subspecies, the eastern lowland, or growers, gorilla, Buringii groweri, of the lowland rainforests of the Eastern Democratic Republic of the Congo, Kinshasa, and the mountain gorilla, Buringii, found in the montane rainforests and bamboo forests of the highland terrain north and east of Lake Kivu, near the borders of Uganda, Rwanda, and Congo, Kinshasa. The gorilla is robust and powerful, with an extremely thick, strong chest and a protruding abdomen. Both skin and hair are black. The face has large nostrils, small ears, and prominent brow ridges. Adults have long, muscular arms that are 15 to 20% longer than the stocky legs. Males are about twice as heavy as females and may attain a height of about 1.7 meters, 5.5 feet, and weight, in the wild, of 135 to 220 kilograms, 300 to 485 pounds. Captive gorillas of both sexes may grow quite fat and hence become much heavier. A wild adult female typically is about 1.5 meters tall and weighs about 70 to 90 kilograms. Gorillas lack hair on the face, hands, and feet, and the chest of old males is bare. The hair of Buringii is longer than that of the other 3 subspecies. Adult males have a prominent crest on top of the skull and a saddle of gray or silver hairs on the lower part of the back, hence the term silverback, which is commonly used to refer to mature males. This saddle is much more conspicuous in eastern gorillas, Buringii, which are jet black, than in western gorillas, gorilla, which are more of a deep gray-brown. Gorillas live in stable family groups numbering from 6 to 30. The groups are led by 1 or 2, occasionally more, silverback males that are related to each other, usually a father and 1 or more of his sons. Occasionally brothers lead a group. The other members are females, infants, juveniles, and young adult males, blackbacks. Adult females join from outside the group, and the young are offspring of silverbacks. The gorilla is active during the day, diurnal, and primarily terrestrial, usually walking about on all 4 limbs with part of its weight supported on the knuckles of its hands. This mode of locomotion, called knuckle walking, is shared with chimpanzees. Occasionally gorillas stand erect, mainly when displaying. Females and young climb more than males, mainly because much vegetation cannot support the weight of males. Their diet is vegetarian. That of eastern gorillas includes leaves, stalks, and shoots, but western gorillas eat much more fruit. Gorillas generally dislike water, but in some areas, such as the Sungandoki region on the borders of Cameroon, the Republic of the Congo, Brazzaville, and the Central African Republic, they wade waist-deep into swampy clearings to feed on aquatic plants. Gorillas spend much of their time foraging and resting, with the group traveling a few hundred meters between several daily feeding bouts. Each group wanders through a home range of about 2 to 40 square kilometers, 0.77 to 16 square miles, though several different groups may share the same part of the forest. At dusk, each gorilla builds its own crude sleeping nest by bending branches and foliage. A new nest is built every night either on the ground or in the trees. The gorilla is much larger than its closest relative, the chimpanzee, and has a less boisterous disposition. Although it is a relatively quiet animal, the repertoire of gorilla calls includes grunts, hoots, a terrifying alarm bark, and the roar, which is given by aggressive males. Much has been written about the ferocity of the gorilla, but studies indicate that it is unaggressive, even shy, unless unduly disturbed. Intruders may be faced by the leading silverback of the group, which may make aggressive displays in attempting to protect his dependents. Such displays commonly involve chest beating, vocalization, or short rushes toward the intruder, followed in most instances by a discreet withdrawal. Chest beating is performed by both males and females, but it is much louder in males because air sacs in the throat and chest make the sound more resonant. Chest beating is often part of a ritual that may also include running sideways, tearing at vegetation, and slapping the ground. In addition to intimidating outsiders, gorilla or human, these displays also act as communication between groups and are often used to maintain the dominance hierarchy within the group.